Hi, this is Miss Perez, and I'll be going over how to use the Scribble feature for steps 1 through 4. Okay, so you've already done step 1, you've made a copy, you're on to step 2, you have watched the video, you've taken notes, and now you're on your task. So let's go ahead and double click on the image, and this will pop up. Now here it says state if the slope is positive, negative, 0, undefined. There's not a whole lot of work to show here, but as a teacher, I do want to know that you understand the concept of how to read a graph, which direction to read a graph. So how you're going to show your work is you're going to click on this little line here, drop down menu, and click on Scribble. And you're going to indicate with an arrow which direction you are reading this graph and how you to show how you came up with whether it was positive, negative. So here I'm going to write an arrow going this way to show that I'm reading my graph from left to right. You can get a little creative, draw a little running man with your little arrow if you want. And that's going to show a teacher, okay, they're reading the graph in this direction and they got, the whatever answer. So you can write out the word positive, you can write out the word negative, however you want to answer. But every single problem, 1 through 6, is going to have an arrow indicating which direction you are reading your graph. And that's going to let a teacher know that they understand how to read a graph and tell if it's positive or negative based on the direction it's going. Okay, if you want to type your answer after you've drawn your arrow, if you want to type your answer instead of writing it out, you'll simply click on this arrow first and then go over here and write out, the word positive or negative or whatever the answer is. You guys know the answer, so go ahead and type it over there. Okay. So hopefully this was helpful on showing you how to show your work and get full credit for the assignment. You do need to show your work for this, even though it is very small, but please do so you can get full credit. Okay, let's move on to step 3, rise over run. Same thing, you're going to watch this video, take notes, and move on to your task by double clicking the image. Okay, in this one, we're going to find the slope using the counting method. So to show your work, same thing, we're going to click on this Scribble feature right here and then count our boxes and show the teacher that you are counting your boxes by making a line go up and then counting them. Let's pretend it's 5. It's not 5, so don't write 5. And we count it over and say, okay, it's 3. Okay? So this is how you're going to show a teacher that you are showing your work. You're counting your boxes. You're putting them in the correct spot for rise and run. A teacher understands that you know where things go and how to use the counting method. Do this for all 6 problems. Draw your little counting boxes, your little counting triangle. If you want to get creative and change the color and the width of things, you can do that. And make sure you're clicking on your Scribble feature so you can do that. But you don't have to change the color if you don't want to, but that's an option if you want to get a little creative with it. Same thing after you've shown your work. If you would rather type in your answer than write it over here, go ahead and click on the arrow and then type in your answer. Okay. All right. Hopefully, again, this was helpful for this one on how to show your work. Please do so to get full credit for this one. Let's move on to the very last one, which is the formula. This one looks like a doozy, but it's only because I separated it into each individual problem so you had room to work with. So watch this video, take notes, and then double click on each one of these images. So these are individual images you're going to click on. So let's click here. Oops. There we go. Okay, so it says find the slope of the problem that is highlighted using the slope formula. So you're only going to do work for number 11, which is down here. Okay, so same thing, you can click on the Scribble. And I know it's kind of hard to write with. Hopefully you have a mouse and you're not just using your Chromebook mouse pad, but actually have a mouse, to do this. So you're only going to do one problem here, do all your work, show the answer, and then click Save and Close, and then move on to the next one. Go ahead and double click the next one, and a different one is highlighted. So you're going to do number 12 down here. So hopefully this is enough room. If it's not, do it on a separate piece of paper, and then turn it in. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, just let me know, and have a great day. Thanks. Bye.